Okay, I'm back. Ramble part 2. Maybe I'll put this up in 2 separate videos. If I did, my name's Danny. Thank you for joining me. Today, Friday, rambling. Did I talk about Trump's Detroit-ish? Detroit-ish? What a knucklehead. Anyway, he was in Detroit at the economics summit talking about how crappy the city of Detroit is and is going to be even worse with Kamala Harris. Good job there. All right. He's also sending out a flyer and soon to be released digital ad that highlights the former president's operation to this Florida state existing abortion laws. I'm against it. Even though he's voting for it. Is anybody going to buy it? Nah. All right. Elon Musk, and then I'm going to get into, is Kamala doing enough? Elon, he had a movie out, and I had to shut it off. It was so sweet, sugary. Elon's the best guy ever. And I'm watching it with my younger brother, and he goes, "Who paid for this?" I'm sure it was Elon. And I watched about halfway through because it was kind of interesting in a way. And then it got to be unbelievable. And I go, this doesn't make any sense. But one of the things that I did get from this is that he started PayPal. He's one of the co-founders. He went on vacation and the board fired him. What did he do? Why did the board fire him when he's on vacation? That's something interesting to think about, to dig into if you want some low-level vibe stuff. So, but that ties into what Libby over at Meister Tarot was reading on with the US dollar. And she was talking about BRICS and trying to get, there's a series of countries that are trying to start their own currency where the US dollar isn't the main vehicle for selling goods and services overseas. For example, if you want to buy oil, it's the dollar. If you want to buy any trading, it's generally the dollar. So they're trying to come up and say, hey, we have economies that are just as good and that are just as strong. And so go check out Libby's video on that. It's really good. I did a reading on BRICS a couple of years ago. And so when Libby started that, I went, oh, crap. Oh, no. Is it time? Yeah, so watch her video. We are going to shift financial vehicles, how we're dealing with money. Really, I mean, when you look at right now, cash we're not using that much cash. A lot of it is credit card. And I'm getting tired of these credit card fees, where they go, oh, the credit card's paying me, they're charging us 4% to use their services. So we're going to add 4% to your transaction. I'm like, okay, I'm going to start carrying cash. I think, because that just drives me nuts. The other thing too, so we're using more digital currency. A lot of times you'll use an Apple Watch, you'll use your phone, and it's connected to your credit card. PayPal was created to disrupt the banking industry. That's what that movie said. Elon Musk wanted to disrupt the banking industry. Okay, all right. General Milley wanted to be in Trump's orbit when Trump was in office to disrupt the military. He goes, we have too much waste. We need to shake things up. Okay, get it? We need to shake things up. We need to clear things out that are no longer serving us. However, we do want to embrace what is serving us. So these people who are just disrupting things and not putting forth a plan for something new, well, I'm not on board with that. So Elon Musk is now coming out with a taxi, Tesla taxi. He says it's going to be available, pulling up my notes, he says it's going to be available by 2027. It's going to cost $30,000. The company's investors hope that robo-taxis will generate almost 90% of Tesla's value in earnings by 2029. So the sales of the car, not so good. I and Psychic Duck have been talking about this. Psychic Duck and I think, because we're of one mind, we think that Tesla is going to be bought out. That Elon Musk is going to go on vacation. Something's going to happen behind his back. Maybe, I don't know. To me, something's going to happen with Musk and his business. It used to be businesses would not be political. There was just too much liability to the shareholders. So I know my younger brother he goes, I would never buy a Tesla. He lives in San Francisco. Never buy a Tesla. I saw a vehicle, a Subaru, and the guy, this old white guy gets out. You can tell he's just cranky as hell. It was not me. Some of you going, was that you, Danny? No. I don't have a Subaru. He had a bumper sticker on the Subaru, and it says, make no mistake. I'm going, oh my God, really? You're going to say, really? That's how you're going to start this off? Make no mistake. I own a Subaru, but I am not a liberal. I go, why'd you buy a Tesla? Anyway, what's going to happen with Tesla Corporation? That's the question. What is going to happen with Tesla Corporation? What's going to happen to the Tesla Corporation? Is Elon Musk going to remain in control? Let's ask that. Is Elon Musk going to remain in control of Tesla by the time these robo-cabs come out? Now, let's chat a little bit about the robo-cabs. I wrote this down. Hang on. I don't have it. I thought I wrote it down. I don't. But Google, there's like 3 other companies that are currently, they do have robo-taxis. I know Google is one of them. When I was in San Francisco a couple of years ago, I saw one driving and go, there ain't nobody driving that car. It's driving around the block. It's got all these cameras on it. I'm like, oh my God, this is creepy. I think of The Fifth Element, robo-taxis, and who was that? Anyway. So, Tesla. They're late to the game with robo-taxis. They had a lot of lawsuits against them too. What's this company? Is Elon Musk going to retain control of Tesla by the time robo-cabs 2027 come out? Is Elon Musk going to retain control of his company? Ooh. He's holding on. Four swords. Four swords. Retreat. He's not holding on. I was thinking that was something else. He's not holding on. Oh, yo. Four swords. And in this little cocoon that he's in. So with this card, I'm going, yeah, he might be able to stick it out. He might be able to, where's that? So it's not glaring. He might be able to hang on to it. He's in this little cocoon, in this little bubble, not really paying attention to the outside world. What is this heart on a string away from his body about? There is something going on that's normally a health thing. It's a retreat card. Another 4. This is an offer he's not looking at. Ooh, Page of Pentacles. This is a new project, a new path forward. So Elon Musk, in his role, his card would not be a page. You know, he would be the king. He'd be the emperor of Tesla, right? Probably the King of Pentacles. Could be the Emperor. Could be the Seven of Cups, illusion, delusion too. But this Page of Pentacles, she's balancing on one foot. Let me drop this down. Y'all can see. Yeah, I got my galactic cards. Maybe I should read the galactically. Galactically. Okay, so can you all see that? There we go. Okay. In the past, King of Wands. So this could have been Elon Musk bringing forth new ideas. He's got the strength of these ideas behind him. And in his movie, it felt like he was the guy that developed this, but he really just bought Tesla. I'm not sure about SpaceX, how he got into that whole thing. Was it his idea? I don't know. I haven't really looked into him. But that's in the past. The idea man is in the past. And there's a certain longevity that we have, that we can do our stuff. That we have the East and the South energies with us. And then pretty soon we get into the sunset. And that's when we look back at what we built. This card's in the past. If this card was in the East position, that would be really powerful. New ideas, new way forward, a new path, but it's not where he's going. Now, at the top of the reading, he's got the King of Swords energy. This is legal stuff coming at him. This is legal. Woe is me. And he's a little baddie, looks like. And, oh my, look at all the kings. And the potential near future, is he going to be out? We have the King of Cups. Is he going to retain power at Tesla? Okay, is this Sleepy Joe? And I'm saying that with respect. Joe Biden, I think, is one of the best presidents we've had. But it feels like he's taking time out. It feels like he's on a sailboat going away. Internally, he's got the Three of Pentacles. This is like my stoplight card. I don't know why. Maybe the 3 discs, but they're not in order. This is also Russia money internally. Ace of Swords externally. New truth, new legal challenges, new sort of truth, new intuition coming in. Hopes and fears is that he can get himself unbound with this 8 of Swords. And the potential outcome, yikes, 9 of Swords. Worry, fear, anxiety, sleepless nights. 2 of Cups. This is coming together, a melding of ideas. I think somebody else is going to come in. And the Page of Cups, again, another young energy. Calming, young energy. Wow. And the Page of Swords. This is new truth coming, but this card is so much about hanging on to ideas. So is he going to leave? I think he is going to have a reduced role in it because of some legal issues, but he's still going to be giving a lot of ideas in the background. So I don't see him as being severed from the company in that he's not part of the creative process of it. Because he's got too many ideas. Page of Cups, 2 of Cups. But he does, he is like really tied up with this. Yeah. He's got the King of Swords energy too. That's just, he's got legal issues coming up. So, and I'm reflecting back on Libby's reading where, yeah, that makes sense. Okay, so let's do one more before I get into Kamala. Elon. How much trouble are you in? Well, let's put it this way. What do we need to know? I just heard nothing. That was Psychic Duck saying, you guys don't need to know anything about him. Okay, but if we did want to know, what do we need to know about Elon Musk and the Department of Justice looking into his business? What do we need to know about the Department of Justice looking into his affairs? See him on Tucker Carlson. He's still, those knuckleheads are clucking and clacking and about, people being killed and assassinated and laughing. Ugh. So that would be the FBI knocking on his door. They should. I just should on the FBI. Now I'm in trouble. Okay. Elon Musk. What do we need to know about the government, about the Department of Justice looking into your business? You know, and I've always seen, not always, recently I have seen that a lot of these guys are going to get in trouble with the IRS. That's why they want to dissolve and disband the IRS. There's some loss there. Let me drop it down. Y'all can see. I'm going to go pretty quick with this because strength, completion, the world, the Hierophant, government looking at his successes. There's going to be some full illumination with the sun. This kind of feels a little like a tower card hitting you right in the head. Boom! He may have a near-death experience, come to Jesus moment. Two of Wands, making a decision, looking overseas, external position. He's going to be fighting them a lot. Ten of Cups, hopes and fears, is that democracy is going to win. There's some illusion, delusion he's throwing up, but the Queen of Swords, there's going to be a female attorney that is looking at him. The Seven of Swords, the deceit, the stealing stuff. Then the Star of Hope. What do we need to know about the government looking into Elon Musk's affairs? Starlink. I think they're going to look into Starlink. Something going on with Starlink. Nine of Pentacles, making money. Hanged Man, looking at it from a different point of view. Seven of Wands, defending oneself. Four of Cups, being made an offer and not accepting it, not looking at it. And then the Ace of Cups. So, yeah, it feels like this is a long way off, is what it feels like to me. The Hierophant, yeah, they are looking into it. I think they're looking into Starlink. And was he really charging people $400 so that they can get internet connection? You know, squirrel moment. Since the government is giving him all these contracts, the government should have a say as to who gets free internet access and who doesn't. Now, for me, if I was to use Starlink, then yeah, charge me for it. But for people like in Ukraine, I know he did give it to them free for a while. I don't know if he's doing it anymore. Let's look into Kamala Harris. 2330. Kamala Harris. All right, so what I want to know is Kamala Harris doing enough? All I see is Trump, Trump, Trump in the newspaper. It's all crazy. It's all mixed up. It's all, who cares? But I don't see a lot with Kamala in the mainstream media. Now, going back to the history of things, when there were crazies who were trying to take over the government, authoritarians, they would shut down the media. They would control the media. And from that control, new media sprung out. And that new media had a powerful impact into our democracy. So I'm thinking about legacy media, and I go, I'm not hearing Kamala. I'm not hearing Kamala. All I'm hearing is Trump, and he's doing that Pennsylvania rally. Musk is jumping up and down like a man on a couch. I'm like, geez, just leave the couches alone. Tom Cruise jumping up and down on a couch. J.D. Vance and his couch issue. Ay, ay, ay. Hey, you guys gonna go see the Apprentice movie? Gotta look at that. All right. So Harris just hadn't been around. And then I think, I got this, I looked at this on an email. I go, well, she has been around. So Trump is doing his Pennsylvania rally where he says, I got 100,000 people. Really, 15 to 30. Fact checked. But he says 100. Let's just leave it at 100. Let's give him that extra. How's he doing compared to Harris this week? Well, let's just look. Okay, so Harris was on Call Her Daddy. What the hell is that? Call Her Daddy. What is that? Well, it's a podcast. With, well, how many people does that goofy podcast have? Now, clearly, I'm not going to be on the show Call Her Daddy. Clearly, because I'm making fun of her. 5 million people. That podcast reaches 5 million people. Ooh, okay. Howard Stern, she was on. He reaches 10 million people. I used to listen to him all the time till he went over to Sirius, and I just didn't want to pay the subscription just for him because it's too much news all the time. I really like him, but I'd pay a smaller subscription just to get him. That's just me, though. He and I are like the same age, the same everything. I got better hair. I do. Quit laughing. I do. All right. Who else? Stephen Colbert. I saw that. It's free. I saw that. I'm cheap. 3.2 million. Okay, I hope you guys are keeping a tab. 25 million. All in all, 25 million. And then Coach Walls was, I don't know what the hell he was doing, playing a video game with these. So he's hitting another group of people. Wow. 100,000, being very generous, to 25 million people. Is Kamala Harris doing enough? What do you think, Psychic Duck? Yep. I think so too. Now, I get worried when I watch mainstream media. And Psychic Duck and I had this conversation, and we both think, I think it's mainly me though, that says Kamala is going to sweep. It's going to be a landslide. You want to weigh in on this? Later, he said. Later. All right. Is Kamala Harris doing enough? Let's just pull some cards and then I'm going to be done. Is Kamala Harris doing enough? Thank you guys for watching. Thank you for liking, subscribing. Thank you for being here on a part 2 ramble. I wonder if I repeated myself too much. I might have. I should make this part 1 and the other one part 2. Okay. Is Harris doing enough? Is Harris doing enough? She out there enough? Harris, are you out there enough? You doing what you need to do? There's always more. There's always more. Are you doing enough? Eight of Wands. To me, this looks like she's getting all her information and she's focusing it all in the right place. There is some empty space up here. There's always room for more. Ooh, tower moment. Being crossed by a tower moment. So let's see where this goes. I'm not saying that tower moment is bad. It can be bad depending on the cards. What we got here is something coming really fast, and then we have the tower, something coming really fast. Excuse me, something coming really fast. And I'm thinking, well, let's just see where this goes. We got some fast energy coming. I mean, come on, she's only been campaigning for how long now? A couple of months? And we have 3 weeks to go or something? Page of Swords. Bringing in some new truth. I think this is media. The Hermit shining a light on something that's in the past. The Five of Swords. Oh my gosh, she's got some trouble at top of her. It's like a win at any cost thing. Six of Swords, moving on to calmer waters. She's got some trouble up here. I'm not sure what that is. Knight in shining armor. Drop this down a little bit more. Knight in shining armor in the internal position. You know, and she is that knight in shining armor. You know, she is that, come on, Kamala, do this. Do this. Bring a big change. Bring us roses instead of dead flowers. External position, Nine of Pentacles. This is her in her garden, knowing how to spend money. Knowing how to spend money in the right places at the right time. Listening to her intuition. Look at it. She's even got that Kamala smile. Her money's good. Her money's good. External hopes and fears. The Lover's card. Okay. Ooh. And the final outcome is Eight of Cups, walking away from sorrow. The completion card. Is she doing enough? She's enough to get to the finish line. King of Pentacles. Ooh. Now, you may think that that is Trump, but this is all about Kamala Harris. Is she doing enough? I think she's going to have enough money. Yeah. And calming energy. She's got Joe Biden following the King of Cups. So here's what I get intuitively with this King of Pentacles and this Nine of Pentacles. She has the money. She's not spending it. She's not wasting it. She's using it very strategically. She's shining the light very strategically. The underline, she's at the top. Giving and receiving. She's going to be tied up. She is going to have to look at herself a little bit. There is going to be a death and a rebirth. I see that with the Tower card, but it's all about helping each other. It's all about the Two of Cups coming together. And she might be missing an opportunity, but it's all good. She's got the Queen of Wands. Yay, yay, yay. So let's take a look. Let's take a look at this Tower moment, this Five of Swords. The Five of Swords battling. The Tower moment with the Eight of Wands, something coming fast. What is that? Let's just take a look at that. there a hiccup for Kamala? Is there a hiccup for Kamala? Star card. Star of Hope. There seems to be a connection, this like a karmic fate connection with this. The Wheel of Fortune, definitely karmic. She needs to be here. Judgment, releasing, coming to a higher purpose. The Five of Swords in the past. Okay, so maybe this is something they're going to bring up from the past that no longer is serving her. The Lovers. What, Willie Brown? Oh my God. Oh, the Lovers. To me, I mean, this is what she brings forth, right? So not reading this card literally, but what she's bringing forth, what's at the top of her agenda, is all about the joy, the community, the coming together, the love of our country, in the giving and receiving. So what I see as the Tower moment, as I see this battle of the Five of Swords battle, the winning at any cost, it's the divisiveness. It's the Hurricane Milton. You have one side going, we don't have enough money. FEMA's giving it to migrants. FEMA's doing this. Kamala's doing that. So she's still got a battle with that. But her campaign is all about unity and love and giving and receiving, letting go of old resentments and the judgment. Internally, she's still got some past issues that she's dealing with. When she looks in the mirror, yeah, I got this past Five of Swords. So maybe there's something in there that she's, dealing with internally. I'm not sure. She's got the Knight of Cups again. This is in the external position. Before, it was in the internal position. So, the Knight of Cups, knight in shining armor. Here I come. Whatever this knight is it the first gentleman? Sounds so funny to me, the first gentleman. Can we get another word for it? First dude. First dude. All right. Oh, hopes and fears. Well, holy crap, yes. Hopes and fears. Death and rebirth. Death and rebirth. So I look at this card and I go, okay, what's dying? What's being born again? And I'm going to lift this up. So a couple of things with the old Kamala Harris. I see her on that debate stage. I see her on the very first election when she was going against Joe Biden. And the ruthlessness of that, and it's the surgical thing when she goes, you bust people, you bust people, you bust me. I was on that bus. I mean, surgical. And Joe Biden went, oh my God. He felt that in his core. He felt that in his core. But her campaign didn't go anywhere. It just ended. And now it's the rebirth. So that's what that could be like, the hopes and fears. Well, I hope it just doesn't end, and I hope there is a big rebirth. It could also be the old way going, Trump, that old thought process, giving a rebirth. And the final outcome, balance, justice. Who is Lady Justice more than Kamala Harris? She's bringing forth some strong ideas. Well, she's California girl. Come on now. Three of Wands. Waiting for her wave. Waiting for the wave. Let's take a ride. Yeah. She's got some moon energy still with her. So this is not going to be, one of the things too that Six of Swords, moving on to calmer waters, she's bringing the government to a higher place. Yeah, there's going to be people who are nefarious and are going to try to steal things. It's going to be sad. There's going to be some loss, but we are on a new journey. And it's going to take a lot of work, and it's going to be electric. So yes, we buckle up. We go for the ride. It's going to work out fine. She's doing enough. She is doing enough. I was going to say something. Okay, I'll say it. Something. Was going to say something different than something. Okay, I'll say something different than something. This is what my wife has to put up with. This kind of stupid humor. Thank you. Psychic Tuck said it wasn't stupid. Lame. That's what. I'm so misunderstood. All right, what else was I going to say? I don't think anything more. 41 minutes. Wow. Okay. Thank you guys for watching. Appreciate you all on this rambling, Detroitish Friday. Peace and love.